Hey guys, how is it going? David Hazed Moto here with you. Hope you guys are all doing a fantastic. Now, we're just, as you can see here, at the lake, which, if you guys watched the last video, you'd probably have seen us come out here, or in whatever order it's in one of the last videos, you would have seen us come out here. I'm just deciding to do a little bit of some double duty, because I talked about that video and what I had to talk about in that video, and now I want to talk about this video and what I want to talk about in this video. And in this video, I have to watch out here. Something in here almost got me when I came through. Oh, brothers. So I'm gonna watch out, because I ain't trying to go down. I ain't trying to give you guys that content. If it happens when it happens, it'll happen. I always hit the camera. I gotta be careful with that. When it happens, it'll happen, but I ain't trying to make it happen, so careful over those rocks. So, which leads as a good segue into this video here. I just want to talk about the mindset or theory or the mentality of a good new rider. All right, we're good to go. Yeah, now, I'm not saying that I'm like the best new rider, that I'm the person you should learn from necessarily. I'm just a new rider. I'm someone who, I come from a unique background because of all the sport I've done in life. I've coached a lot of people, and you know, I think I can do an okay job of at least passing on the mindset of what it takes to go through something in the way of teaching and experience. So bear with me. I hope I do this justice. Of course, let me know in the comments if you agree with me, if you don't agree with me. Hit that like, hit that dislike. Let me know what you guys think, or what's your mindset or mentality for when you were a new rider, or if you still are a new rider. What is your mantra when you guys go out on a ride? What is it that you're thinking? Because if you're just not thinking nothing, I got bad news for you, brother. You're gonna be a meat crayon real quick. Trust me on that. There's gonna be a point where you are just out there pushing your limits. You have not thought things through. You're just flying by the seat of your pants, and you're gonna be in a situation where you are extremely overwhelmed, and you're going to be needing to call on all your skill and knowledge of a rider to really make it out of whatever situation your lack of foresight might have gotten you into as an inexperienced or new rider. So, in getting into the conversation, I think number one has to be, you gotta have your ego in check. And it's going to be really hard, because as you kind of hit these new plateaus and speeds, as you feel like you're getting deeper into your leans and all these things, your ego's just naturally going to want to blow up on you. And you really got to keep that ego in check. Life is not a race, my friends, nor is it a stunt show, nor is it an Instagram reel or a YouTube video. You know, you got to think, I gotta get home. I don't want to break my bike, because these aren't cheap. I don't want to break myself, because that's not cheap. Majority of my audience, well, it kind of flips between Canadian and American, but it does seem like I do got a fair bit of American audience. And guys, from what I hear about your healthcare, you don't want broken bones, okay? For us Canadians, it's still not a great process, but it is probably a little bit cheaper in the long run for us. But yeah, if you don't got health insurance and you're out there riding and you're just a new rider, you don't know what you're doing, and you're just cracking on that throttle and doing stupid things and trying to drag knee when really, like, you just need to take the corner, you know, it's not gonna turn out good for you. One of my first major trips, where it was like, I think like a 5-hour day of riding. Can't remember the exact amount of kilometers or miles for you Americans that we covered that day, but it was quite a bit. Within the first hour and a half of riding, I wiped out on my bike. I was chasing after my buddy on his 1000cc, and man, like, I jammed on the brakes. I was catching him in the corners, so I was getting real confident. I didn't realize there was a pull out there. I'm not really doing this story justice. I wasn't planning on telling it right now. But anyways, there's a pull out there. I was not planned and ready to stop. You know, I didn't have any warning it was happening. I just saw him pull off onto the side of the road. So I just, you know, due to lack of experience, like, oh shit. I grabbed up brake and I grabbed in my clutch, and man, this bike, she got swirly on me. I got that dragon tail whipping. Woo! And, you know, that day I colored the pavement. You know, I left some nice green. I left some black. I definitely left some, you know, other colors too. The color of human. So, yeah. I've experienced that over cockiness. I'm catching the guy on the bigger bike in the corners. Oh yeah, wait, I don't know that I need a stop coming up here. I don't know what's ahead of me, and my lack of experience, especially once I locked up my brakes. You know, I know to let go of the clutch and the brake and allow power to come back to the wheels, and the wheels are gonna hook up and I should be able to ride it out and whatever. But at that time, you just get that panic in you and you're just locked in, and you don't have the experience. So don't allow your ego to dictate how you ride. Make sure you're riding within your skill level. Make sure if you do want to push beyond your skill level, that you're acknowledging how better riders are riding around you. You're acknowledging maybe looking online to either find courses where you can learn to whatever it is, if you want to stunt or if you want to go out there and drag knee and be a fast boy and go race. You know, go find the places you can do that, or even just really wait for those, you know, moments and as closed course or as safe or as controlled of an environment that it can be in, that you can go out there and do that. Look, I'm someone who, you know, I'm no stranger to just going out there and having some fun in the streets and treating the streets like your personal racetrack, because hey, I don't got money right now to spend on a track day as much as I would love to. So I'm not going to tell you not to go do that, because, you know, that would not be right for me to say that. Who am I to say that? Pot calling the kettle black there. But what I am going to say is just pick and choose your places, and pick and choose the people that you're doing it around or riding with too, because that can really dictate the sort of situations that you can find yourself in. And if you got a good riding buddy or riding buddies who know what it is to like push that limit, but also are looking out for safety, and there's good group communication, and you got people that are scouting corners or whatever it is, then that's going to be a lot better of an environment for you as the beginner to really like push those limits. You know, that really shouldn't be the aim of a beginner rider, but let's just say you're going to go do it, you know, anyways, so you can at least control the environment in which that you do it in, and the people that you do it around. Other than that, for the average beginner rider, you know, really the mentality just needs to be is pay attention to what's all going on around you. You know, everyone's always like, oh, you're gonna kill yourself on one of those things. You know what? Maybe there's a higher chance or opportunity for that to happen, but like, you just got to be looking ahead. You know, you got to be watching what's going on in front of you, whether you're in a bike, on a car, or even walking on the street. I mean, there's always a risk associated with anything that you're doing. If you live in fear of that risk, then, you know, potentially your chances of actually getting caught by one of those things is probably higher, because as much as you think that fear would put you on alert, it actually really kind of, it causes a real deer in the headlights sort of thing, where you're you're too tense to look around and pay attention to all the little things in the environment around you. You want a healthy respect for being on a bike and being on something that's fast moving, or being on something where you're so exposed. You certainly want to acknowledge that, but you don't want to be in fear of that and afraid of the fact that you're so exposed, because with that exposure also comes that ability to look around and see the world around you. And if you're being the one who is being proactive, and as people always say, ride like you're invisible, then that's really going to be your biggest line of defense between, you know, you and something happening to you. So really, as a beginner rider, you don't want to worry about going fast or looking cool or whatever it is. You just want to make sure that you're paying attention to the environment around you, and you're watching everything that's going on, and you're, you know, learning as much as you can and absorbing as much as you can, whether it's from other riders or whether it's from just individual situations that you experience on your own in your rides, because you're going to experience them every day where something's going to happen that you did not suspect, and you know, you're going to have to learn from it, whether it's just even a brief momentary second of a thing of going over a slick surface for the first time and feeling your bike slide out but not panicking, and you know, your bike catching its grip and then continuing back on its way, or the first time you get some speed wobble on the highway and not panicking so much and allowing the bike to do what it's going to do but staying calm and relaxed, and you know, things will correct itself. So I think that's a big one that comes with the learner mentality. Don't allow your ego to be so inflated that it puts yourself in bad situations, and just relax and learn and absorb everything that you can, and just really pay attention to all that's going on around you. Ooh. It was a sister. Not a brother, but a sister. I guess you'd say, I don't know. She's still a brother. I don't know. Anyways, I think we're gonna wrap the video up right about there. You know, with those two key things. Don't let your ego be too inflated, and just learn and absorb as much as you can. It's gonna be a little bit, you know, a little overwhelming at first, but as time goes on and as you're exposed to more and more things, you're just able to enjoy it more and more, to the point where the riding becomes secondary, and it just is this amazing way of traveling, you know, that is just, it's not like anything else. I think it'd be the equivalent of like being on the horseback in Wild West, in the Wild West era, and getting to have that sense of adventure with something that you can really take anywhere and do anything with. Brothers. Yeah, I think it just it really feeds to that adventurous side of getting to be on a vehicle and getting to go around, and maybe also because gas is so cheap in a time when it's so expensive, so you don't feel guilty for just pointlessly cruising around. But I absolutely love it. I hope you guys love it too. I hope that gives you a little bit of perspective if you're a beginner rider, someone who's trying to get his or her mindset into riding, and what it is to kind of be out there and kind of take it all in. So hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Much love to each and every one of you guys. You guys are all champions. If you've made it to this point, comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're pushing to 500. We want to get partnered, so if you guys could help along with that, it doesn't cost you anything at all. It's free. It just takes a moment of your time to hit that subscribe button, and that would be hugely appreciated in helping us grow the Hazed and really spreading across these lands. So peace out, you guys. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. David Hazed, Hazed Moto. Peace out.